Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us for our next live session. I'll be your producer for our session, but before we start, I do have some quick housekeeping. Please take a moment to read our code of conduct. We seek to provide a respectful environment for both our audience and presenters. While we absolutely encourage engagement in the chat, we ask that you please be mindful of your commentary, remain professional and on topic. Keep an eye on that chat. We'll be dropping helpful links and checking for questions for our presenters to answer. Our session is being recorded. It will be available to view on demand right here on the Microsoft Reactor channel. With that, I'll turn it over to our speaker for today. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Yadan. Welcome everyone to another series of Copilot Chronicles. Thank you so much for joining in. And today we have a very interesting session because I've been talking about this in a lot of episodes. And today, again, we have got this request where people keep asking, Kamal, how do I build agents using Microsoft Copilot Studio? And that's one thing that I keep getting a lot. So I thought, what would be a better way to talk about it? And I have a speaker today who's going to talk more into it, who's going to, in this session, it's going to be like more of a discovery how to build and extend intelligent agent using Copilot Studio. But the catch here is all without writing a single line of a code. So it'll be through live demos. You'll explore about the Studio, Copilot Studio can integrate seamless with Business Central. That is where our topic is, like build intelligent agent for Business Central using Copilot Studio. So whether you're a developer, consultant, or a business user, you will walk away with the practical knowledge to start creating AI powered agent that deliver real value. So to talk about this, I have our very own MVP, Dr. Gomati. She's a very distinguished figure in the tech community who's been recognized as MVP and a MCT. MCT is like a Microsoft certified trainer, and she's also MCT community lead. So she's been practicing for a very long time with the extent being in Microsoft Learn expert. She's published author. So I can keep on talking about it. And she's also a global speaker. So Gomati, welcome back to Copilot Chronicles series. And we're really excited to have you on our show and looking forward for the session.
Thank you so much, Kamal, for your brief introduction. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you're joining today. So I'm so happy to talk about build intelligent agents for Business Central using Copilot Studio. Hope my screen is visible and I'm clearly audible. So this is what our topic will be. Like I hope like most of the crowd here might not know what is business intelligence, but you might be hearing about Copilot Studio often, right? So I'll be giving a small introduction to Business Central and Copilot Studio, and we will dive in. So already Kamal has given a detailed introduction about me. I'll take 1 minute to just introduce more about myself. Like I'm Dr. Gomati. I did my doctorate in machine learning and data science. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer, Microsoft most valuable professional, and Microsoft's MCT community lead as well. Microsoft Learn expert, and I published two books on Business Central, that is Mastering Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central and MBA 820 Certification Companion. I received Asia and India Book of Records for my PhD. That is, I have designed a tool for a PhD, and that tool brings me this Asia and India Book of Record. And I'm an Enric Lima Award Asia Region winner. So this award is specifically given for MCTs, that is, who are recognized. And I hold lot of certification in Microsoft stack. Like I always go with Microsoft. So this is what all about myself, and I'm a proud mom of a twin kids, which keeps me always busy and active with all my works and busy schedules. So if you want to know more about me, you can scan here to understand more about me. And one more thing, like I'm an organizer of my MCT Tamil, so this is specifically for the Tamil speaking persons. So this is the today's agenda. So we'll be just starting with what is business intelligence. If you Business Central, if you all know what is Business Central, then great. Anyhow, I'll give a small intro about a Business Central, and then we will dive into Copilot Studio. What is a Copilot Studio, and then why really this I bring Business Central into the context, because I always face this particular challenge. I'll be discussing about the problem statement as well. A particular challenge where every Business Central developers used to keep on telling me, ma'am, this is what I'm facing. Just give me some solution. So that is what common developer challenge I'll be telling you. And then what are the key terminologies in Copilot Studio? And we will straight away go to the demo. So explaining the basic concepts will take hardly 5 to 10 minutes, and then completely we'll be jumping into the demo. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can just post it in the comment section. Anyhow, I cannot see in the comment, but once all these topics are covered, I will definitely look into the comment and we will discuss more about it. Okay, so I hope you all are excited. This is the very first thing which I wanted to ensure that you all are aware of this. So what is Business Central? So Business Central is all in one ERP solution, which is an enterprise resource planning from Microsoft. It's a part of a Dynamics 365. So you might have heard about Office 365, um, M365, right? So this is a part of Dynamics 365. So this particular ERP is specifically designed for small and mid-sized business. Okay, and it is also available on premise as well as the cloud SaaS. That is, you can also use it in your own laptop, like on premise as a software, or is on the cloud. So it has a lot of functionalities and capabilities, like since it's an ERP, right? So there should be a financial management, like you should be able to do the general ledger, account receivable, accounts payable, and everything. And it also has a sales and services, purchasing and supply chain, inventory, project management, and reporting, analytics, everything are there. So Business Central, which integrates all the finance, sales, inventory, operations, and everything. And as you know, like all the Microsoft products are integrated with other products. Like if you are using Business Central, you can integrate with Outlook, which is again a mailing service from Microsoft. You can integrate with Word, you can integrate with Excel. So you can integrate even with the third party components and the tools as well. Okay, and as I could see, like it is flexible and scalable. It also works with the SMBs and growing enterprises, and it also has AI automation. So there are few things which are coming up with Business Central as well. Okay, so there are a lot of things in Business Central. They are also bringing up the Copilot and everything. Fine. So this is what a short intro about a Business Central. So next to talk about is what Copilot. So I have written only one line because I want to talk more about Copilot. That's why. So it's actually a low code platform. But for what? You know, if you want to build a conversational agent or an autonomous agent, so you can use Copilot Studio. Okay, so you might have heard about Copilot, which is chat GPT or something like Gemini. It's a Copilot which will help you in real time daily scenario. But Copilot Studio is where you can create your own agent for your problem statements. Okay, so this is what the Copilot Studio. So here you can see there are a lot of things which are available directly. If you want to create a website Q&A agent, then you can straight away go ahead here and create it. If you want to create a voice agent, you can straight away go ahead there and create it. Okay, so this Copilot Studio is what, like, this is a AI. Like if you want to create, you want to manage an AI agent, then you will be using a Copilot Studio. So this allows you to extend Microsoft Copilot from M365, or you can also create a standalone Copilot for your business application. Okay, so this is formerly called as a Power Virtual Agent. You might have heard about PVA, that is a Power Virtual Agent, which is now integrated with Azure Open AI and generative AI capabilities. Okay, so the key functionalities or key capabilities is what no code, low code platform. Like you can even design, if it is a very simple agent which you don't want to connect with any other external tool or something, you can directly go ahead with a no code. It's very simple as that. You should understand what you wanted to design, just go ahead, simple clicks, it will create it. Okay, so It has a knowledge based integration. If you wanted to add more knowledge into it, for example, if you have word document, if you wanted to add that word document as a knowledge base, then you can add it. If you have a OneDrive data, you can configure it. If you have a SharePoint, you can configure it. So it has a knowledge base. And you have a custom connections and actions which you can connect it with this Copilot Studio. It has the connectors, so you can call APIs. There are a lot of things what not in Copilot Studio. You have many things to which you can add it. Okay, and it also have the generative AI feature. It supports multiple channels like Teams, website. You can build a Copilot like a chat conversational agent for your website. You can create it for other apps. Like you have a lot of connectors, multi-channel supports as well. So why should you choose Copilot Studio? Because it has a fast deployment. So anyone, if even if you are a functional consultant, even if you are a technical consultant, you can build an agent in hours. Not even in hours, in minute you can build a very basic agent, and then if you wanted to customize, if you want to make it more expanding, if you want to expand it more better way, then you can create it in a way. It has a very fast deployment, and it is tailored to your business needs. For example, invoice assistant, FAQ board, or IT help desk, or business central data model agent. That is what we're going to design today. And it has integration with various other things, like you can integrate this agent with Power Platform, like Power App, Power Automate, or something. Or if you want to integrate with Azure, Microsoft 365. So you have a lot of things which you can integrate with that. Okay, and next comes your AI. You can empower the business users and developers alike to build domain specific copilots as well. So these are the these are the built-in agents which are directly available. So you can see here, right, financial. So if you click the see more, you have the see more option here, right? So if you just click on the see more, you can see even more agents which are directly available. You can just simply click here: citizen service, IT help desk, sustainable insights, weather. So which are often requested by, often need, what are the often requirement, most often required thing, those agents are already designed here, and you can directly make use of it. Okay, this is how this Copilot is what. Okay, and you can see I'll explain all these things. Okay, so just stay with me for a few more hours. Like, why intelligent agent matters for Business Central, why should I create something for Business Central, is what. First one is it's reduce the complexity. So Business Central, today I'm going to talk about a specific thing which has a lot of requirements. Okay, if you are using Business Central, there are more than 1,000 tables in Business Central, which are the base tables. It has a lot of fields. So which data you wanted to fetch, that you can easily do it with the help of the Copilot. That is, it reduces the complexity. So if you wanted to create a faster decision, if you wanted to make faster decision, then you can use Copilot. So you can ask natural questions like, show me overdue invoice, instead of navigating pages. Okay, so error reduction, or if you wanted to prevent a wrong table usage, if you want to give some knowledge to the junior consultants, like what is that, why should we use that. So if you want to give some knowledge base to the to your junior consultant, if you wanted to train your junior consultant on some specific task, then you can also use your um, like your Copilot to design something for your. And then it has a seamless integration, as I told, like it has seamless integration with Teams, Outlook, Copilot, or anything else like in your business workflow. You can use this for making your Copilot agent and connect it with your Business Central. So that is what it is. And then you can see here that it has AI powered insight. Okay, so since we are going creating a Copilot agent, so it has an AI powered insight as well, scalability and consistency. Okay, so this is what the common challenges which are the developers are keep on reporting it to me. What is that common challenges? What? Too many tables. As I told, Business Central has too many tables. So what happens? They are confused with what table to use, where is the master table, where is the document, where is the ledger dimension. If some report is given to me, which table should I refer to? And this is what the common question which I'll be giving. Ma'am, I'm confused with the data model in Business Central. What is exactly the data model is happening? And it has a lot of IDs, like every Business Central has, every object in Business Central has IDs. So which object to use, which ID should I go and prefer? So they often get confused between the document table, ledger table, value entry table, master table. This obviously leads to a incorrect report, because they are not getting it from the exact table. They don't know where is the key, primary key is there, where is the connecting secondary keys are there, how to connect with all these things. So if they're connecting with a different table, and if they're connecting too many tables to a single report which are not required, which indirectly leads to a performance issue, duplicacy of the data, and incorrect report, all these things they are facing. So what I thought was, like, let us just quickly create some right table field and the path in order to create it. So that is why I thought, let us bring Copilot into action. Okay, so this is your Copilot. Let me just give you a small understanding of what is this, all these demo and everything, all these basic structure, and then we will move on to the next one. So here you can see, this is your Copilot Studio. Once if you click copilotstudio.microsoft.com, you can find that here it will ask you to log in. Okay, so you have to use your organization email ID, or it should not be a public email ID like your gmail.com or outlook.com. No, it should be your official email ID like your @companyname.com. Okay, so if you have your organization email ID, then you can access it. It is free. You can access the free trial for 30 days, so you can explore how Copilot Studio actually works. Okay, so first you can just try that. Then next one is, once you log in with your organization email ID, this is how the first home page looks like. This is your home page. Okay, in the very first homepage itself, you can see that it is asking you with a simple prompt what you wanted to create, what agent you wanted to create. So you can simply say that, hey, I wanted to create an agent to solve my daily issues on Business Central. So you can say this, but we are not going to do this, because we are going to start like it's a very simple and easy clicks how we can do it. I'll just show you. Okay, if you have a clear understanding of what you wanted to create, you can directly go ahead and click this. It will start creating a Copilot agent for you. But anyhow, it will ask few questions before it proceed to the further thing. Okay, this is one way of creating it. Or else if you just scroll down, we are in the home page. As I told, it will show you some other agents which are already deployed. So you can simply click it and create it. But if it is a website Q&A, you have to say what website you wanted to extract. Okay, so all these things you can say, and this is your home page where you can find the learning resources, what is a free Copilot Studio workshop, how to get started, documentation, security and governance, responsible AI, support and community, and all these things. Okay, next one is create. So you can see in the left side you have create, right? So this is the next one we are going to see. If you click create, you can see new agent. Okay, so we can click this new agent. And the third one is what the agent, if you have already created the agent, how many agents you have created, you can see all the agents here. Okay, all the agents which you have created, you can even import the agent if you want. Okay, the fourth one is the flow. It is like an Power Automate flow. If any one of you knows what is Power Automate, it is to use your to automate your daily stuff using a Power Automate. Okay, it has, you can also create a Power Automate here. And other than that, you have tools which you can add along. Like if you wanted to create a new tool, you can also use it. You can, like, this is more into like the next step of your normal creating agent. Okay, other than that, if you click here, you can find the other Power Platform where you can integrate with. If you want to go ahead and click this, it will open up the other platforms. Let us go and click this new create. Okay, this is the one which I have created, and you have to click this new agent. We are going to click this new agent here. So now you can see that the agent is here, and now it is asking you to describe what you wanted to create. Okay, hello, I'm here to help you build an agent so you can get more done. So either if you wanted to describe, if you wanted to converse and create an agent, you can go ahead here and type. Okay, so this is easy for those who don't know coding, and those who don't want it to configure by themselves. They can just try this. Anyhow, it will ask question from you to configure. Okay, here in the next option we have is what? Configure, right? So this one I'm going to tell you how to configure right from the beginning. Okay, so let us just create the agent. You have to give the agent name. Okay, I'm just going to create BC data agent. So BC stands for Business Central. It's a data model agent because I'm going to create a data model for the Business Central. Okay, agent for Business Central. So once, whenever you are giving something here, immediately you can see on the right side, like the data model agent. So I have changed the BC data model. So it has changed it. Okay, here in the right side, you can find whatever we are changing it here. You can find it. It is your like testing your agent, testing phase. So the left side you have to configure. Okay, so the next one is describe your agent. If you wanted to describe something more for your agent, you can just do it, like what you wanted to say, how you want to describe your agent. So if you are planning to create agent for data model, so you can simply say that it's an age data model, Business Central data model for agent for the developers and consultants. Okay, so it's very simple description you can give. And the next comes your instructions. You can see it's an instruction. These are all not mandatory, but it is good to say that what is the instruction from your end. What is this instruction is all about is what. So if you wanted to make your agent, if you want what kind of behavior your agent should do. Okay, so for example, if you want your agent to be more polite, more friendly, or more funny way, like how you wanted to create. Okay, so that you can tell what is the instruction. Okay, you can say that you can set a guidelines for how your agent should respond. So you can say like, okay, reply politely, be always friendly, be friendly with the clients. Okay, always reply only with the table name and the table ID. Okay, or object name and object ID. So how you want your agent to respond, whether it should be directly, it should say only these things, or it should expand something more, or it should bring some relevant information. So all these things you can say here instruction. It's like setting a guidelines, like how your agent should respond. Okay, how your agent response should be, like if it has to segregate something more, you can also say that. Okay, this is how the agent will respond. Then you can directly create. I will tell you about the knowledge. Okay, and also I'll tell you about everything. So ensure that you are enabling this web search. Okay, what is this web search? If you are not adding the knowledge, imagine that you are creating an agent for this general purpose, you are not adding any knowledge to it. Then what the Copilot Studio will do, it will go and check your all the websites and it will give you the answer. If I'm talking generally, like what is photosynthesis, so it will just go ahead and search in the Google space or any Microsoft Bing, anywhere it will go and search for all the websites, and it will give you the answer for what is photosynthesis. Okay, so if you enable this, it will also give you the answers for the general one. Or if you want your agent to be very specific about No, the question should be only related to BC. You can set the instruction here. Okay, that is also fine. So this is the suggested prompts. If you wanted to add any suggested prompts here, you can also add it, like how the prompt should be, how like it has to start, how it has to proceed, all these things. Okay, so all these things we are going to stop here. I'll tell you how to add the knowledge because I have the document. And then finally you have to click create. Okay, on the right side you can see there is an option called create. So here we have set the basic agent. I haven't written any code here, just the agent name, description and the instruction, and just click create. Now your agent is getting ready. Okay, after this I have some key terminologies to share, that is what trigger, knowledge, action and instruction. And then I will tell you like what is like how to proceed further by adding the knowledge and everything. Okay, that your basic agent is ready. You can see on the right side, hello, I am BC data model agent, a virtual assistant. You are aware I am sometimes AI, use AI to answer your questions. So all these things are general response from the agent. Okay, and you can see here it is using the agent model, that is GPT-4. Okay, this is the model which is used. And if you just click on this, so what I did is, what once you have this, you can see here agent model. If you just click on this three dots, okay, if you click edit, it will take you to the settings page. Okay, or else you can also click on the right side settings. Okay, these things are possible. Now you have this knowledge. Okay, so what is this knowledge is all about? So as I told, you have we have a document. Okay, you have to say, because since I asked for BC model, I am just creating something for the BC model. If I want some specific concepts to be used, to be addressed, then I have to give the knowledge. So what I'm going to do is, what I'm going to share in another screen here. Okay, which is a model which I have created for as a document here. Okay, I hope you all can see my screen. Can you all see my screen here? Business Central recommender. Yeah, thank you. So this is a business central table recommender. This table, this document which I have created. Okay, because in my business central table I have this table ID, table name, master, what is the type of the data table, and where it is best used for, and what is the keynotes. Okay, so if you want the customized content to be added, if you want the customized knowledge to be used in your agent, then you have to create a document like PDF or document, or it can be a website, or it can be in the SharePoint list, it can be in the OneDrive. So you can add it. Okay, I'll be adding one more screen. Sorry, I'm just missing it here. 1 minute, sorry. Yes, uh, I have shared my screen. Please make my screen, I hope my screen is visible. Yes, thank you. So here you can see that you have add knowledge, right? So this is your add knowledge. If you just click on this add knowledge, you can see there are various options that you can add as a knowledge. So the first option is what, like either you can upload your file. Okay, you can upload your file. It may be like it should be your document, or it should be your PDF. Okay, so you can upload your file here, or else you can select the OneDrive or from the SharePoint. Beyond this, you have other feature thing like your public website. Even if you have a website, if you have a SharePoint, Azure AI search, Azure SQL, Salesforce, everything. And if you click on this advanced, you can see few more options to connect, add the knowledge. Okay, now I'm going to add the knowledge, select browser. So once if you click the select browser, it will show you the file explorer window. So once the file explorer window is available, you can choose your file. I have chosen my file, that is Business Central Table Recommender. Okay, so just give the proper name for your name for your document, Business Central Table. recommender. Okay, so I have given the proper name for that. If you wanted to add a description, please give a proper description for that. And once these things are done, you can just click add to agent. Okay, we are adding a knowledge to agent. We have added one knowledge to the agent. Okay, likewise you can add multiple knowledge. It's not like multiple sources of knowledge you can add. It's not like only one knowledge is enough. Okay, you can add anything. So again, if see, it is in the progress, it is in the progress here. You can see that it is adding up. So let us just, you can also add multiple knowledge here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, what I'm going to do, the public search business central learn. So I just wanted to get something from business central, um, table Microsoft learn. I'm just going to get from something from the Microsoft learn here, and I'm just going to copy this link. Okay, okay, learn.com. I'm just going to copy this and I'm trying to add it here. Add knowledge. Just click on this public website and then you have to enter the link. Okay, let me just try the entire link because sometimes this entire link will not work out. Okay, yeah, so you cannot go deep dive into each and everything. It should be, I think, till this point is fine. Okay, en us, so that is fine, and hopefully it won't accept more than that. Okay, so either you can just go ahead with some specific thing. Okay, business central, I'm just going with this. Let me just try whether I can add this here. Okay, again, like you can only give few options, few levels of addition. So I'm just clicking add here. Again, it will ask you what is the name. Okay, so Microsoft learn, you have to give a proper name for that and click add to agent. So like this, you can add multiple websites, you can add multiple sources. So it is showing your first document is ready to use. Okay, sorry, it's a public website which is directly ready. Your document is still in progress. Okay, until it get ready, like it is ready for usage. Now let me just go ahead. This is how you can add your knowledge. Okay, so this is how you can add. The next one is the tool. So if you wanted to add any tool to it, for example, if I wanted to add Office 365 user or OneDrive for business, planner, ServiceNow. So if you want to add any connector, any flow, so this is a tool. If you want to add something, you can add it here. Next comes your agent. If you have any other agent, so here you can see, if you wanted to create, if you want to build an autonomous agent, you can do this. So the here is where you can bring in some other agent, or you can also connect with an already existing Copilot Studio or with the Microsoft Fabric. Okay, and these are the topics, when you just say hi to your agent. So for example, here I am clicking this test. Okay, this is the test. If you want to test your agent, you can just click here. If I am telling hi to my agent, what it should respond, you can see here. Once I press hi, so what it is happening, it is going into the greeting topic. Okay, and you can see here that when I say hi, it is responding me, hello, how can I help you today. So this is what the topics. So what the clients are entering and how the agent has to respond to the client, all these things comes under the topics. Okay, and next comes your activity. So here you can see that we have created this, and I have, this is what, like complete activity of this particular agent. I have asked hi, so it has fetched it from the greetings, and whatever I'm doing it here, everything will be logged in the activity. Next come analytics. We haven't published our agent yet, so you cannot see the analytics here. And finally, the channel. I told you, right? Like you can publish this in various channels like demo website, Teams and everything, SharePoint, web app, native app, Facebook, Telegram. You can deploy it in all these available things. Okay, channels. Okay, so let me just go ahead and check in the knowledge whether my document is ready, because since it has a big document, like that is why it is still in progress. It will upload your file until like it has to be ready to use. Okay, it's still in progress. If you want to refresh and see, you can also find it. Okay, meanwhile, let us try whatever I have given here in the public. Okay, so I have given something in the public, right, in a website. So let me just ask something about Business Central. What is Business Central? I'm just adding what is Business Central to check whether it can find something for me. So now what happened, it is going and reviewing two sources because I have added two sources here. So it went and checked the two sources, and from the Microsoft Learn, it is telling me what is Business Central. Okay, it is telling me Business Central is a business management solution designed for small and medium sized. Okay, so it is also showing me that, yeah, this is what your reference is, this is where I went and found all these things for you. Okay, so any topic which you are asking, so what happens is, what it is going and searching in all my references whatever I have added. Okay, other references also, we have this Business Central table recommender, it is also finding it from here. Okay, so this is the first thing. Like, you can ask anything which are there in your Microsoft Learn. For example, if I wanted to ask what are the types of objects in Business Center, so I can ask what are the types of objects in Business Central. Since my document is getting delayed, so that is why I'm just asking general questions. Okay, so once it is ready, I can show you like what specific question I can ask. Okay, so what is this? It's asking what type of objects in Business Central are. So these are the types of object. It found it from my source, like which what source I have added. It found it from the source which I have added from this. Okay, everything related to the Business Central. Okay, yes, my table recommender is ready now. So what is my question? Usually, as I told, people will confuse with what kind of table I should get it, like what kind of table or what kind of object I should use when I'm trying to create a report in Business Central, right? So I'm just going to ask something here. I'm going to ask I'm going to ask a prompt like which table to refer. Okay, so which table should I use for sales revenue reporting? So let me just ask it. So before asking, just press refresh because it has to get the knowledge from that too. It's always good to refresh again and again. Okay, so I'm just going to ask which table should I use for sales revenue report. Okay, I'm just asking report or reporting. So what happens, it will go and search it in all the sources whichever I have. So wherever, yes, it is giving me value entry. Value entry is the table name and 5802 is my ID. Why? Because I have given in the instruction what I have given: be friendly with clients, always reply only with object name and object ID. Right? So that is why it is giving me only the object name and object ID in the right side. Okay, so if you wanted to give me the object name and object ID and why it is used for. So I'm just going to edit this. Give me object name, object ID, and also add why this object is used for. Why that object is used for. So whatever you give the proper instructions so that it can understand. Um, so I'm just clicking save here. The instructions I'm saving here. And let me just try with the same question or anything. Where can I find? So I'm just going to give some other thing. So let me just refresh this. And I'm just going to ask another question like, where can I find remaining I think the field name is correct. This is a field. Okay, this is a column name in a business and in one of the table. Let me just try this whether it can find it. Where can I find remaining amount LCY? Remaining amount LCY is one of the column in the table. I don't think so I have given the column name there, only the table and the table ID I have given. So let me just go ahead with the same thing. Which table should I use for sales revenue? Okay, it's also giving customer ledger entry. Okay, and is the object where you can find the remaining amount. This object is used for tracking receivables and customer balances, including open and closed invoice and payments, making it ideal for monitoring outstanding amounts in local currency. And this is the reference it has used. See, it is also showing you the reference. Okay, this is the reference I have given, and I have added a more thing to it. So you can see here bc table recommender dot docs. It found it from the bc table recommender, not from any other public website. Okay, so this is how it can help you. You can see which table should I use for sales revenue reporting. Let me see whether it is explaining me like what is the object, what is the object id. Yes, is the table you should use for sales revenue reporting. This table is best used for reporting sales revenue. So it is clearly giving me all these things, right? So this is what you have to give. If you give the instruction, it will respond based on the instruction. If you what kind of instructions you are giving, it will respond. It's not a mandatory property. Okay, so it's not like you have to give instruction, but if you give, it will respond according to your expectation. Okay, so now let us just try to publish this. Okay, if you click publish, you have to connect with the any other channel. Let me just click publish. So it may show you an error, that because I have to make it available for everyone. Okay, it will publish your, okay, it is published now. So you can see, if you just go ahead to your settings, you can see that you have all these options. Okay, just to select, you can just to see how what are the options which are available. So you have the knowledge, file forecasting and everything. You have agent, you have security. I wanted to try this agent, how it is working in my website. Okay, I wanted to create a demo website, and I wanted to find it how it is working. So what I'm going to do is, what I wanted to change the security here. Okay, you have three types of authentication. One is no authentication, which means that whoever is trying your agent need not to be authenticated, like anybody who can try. So this is not basically advisable. Okay, but it is publicly available, but you cannot understand, you cannot find who is responding, who is trying what. Okay, so the second one is authenticate with Microsoft. This is recommended. They can use the Microsoft account to enter into it, like enter id. Authenticate manually, so you can set up a channel, authentication channel, any channel to authenticate it. I'm just going ahead with no authentication because I have to try it with the website. Okay, demo website. So if you click save, it will show you some warning because it is not allowed, like it's not recommended to go with no authentication. Just click save, it will be saved. Okay, and then you can just close the settings, and you can just go ahead with the channels here. Okay, so channels, you can see on the right side, you can find the channel. Now it is setting up your draft because I changed the authentication setting. Now if you click on this demo website, it will ask you what is, we are going to just create the demo website. Okay, so it will ask you what is the welcome message. Okay, Eh, are you confused with the data models in BC? Try our agent. Okay, so I just gave some welcome message here, and what it should start, like what is the conversation starter should be. So if you give something, it will work, or else no problem, there is a default thing which is available. So what I'm going to do is, what you can copy this. Okay, this is a sample website, you can just try copy this one and then click save. Okay, so you can see that the channel was saved. Okay, now you can just click close, cancel, and then you can just open your website in your new screen. So what happens is, what now it will go and fetch. See, this is what I told, right? This is my welcome message. Okay, so are you confused about the data model in your BC? Try my agent. It is showing something because I think it is not deployed. Again, I have to publish because I have changed the authentication. So let me just publish this again. Okay, because I have changed the authentication to no authentication, right? So I have to publish it again. and then you have to copy this, you have to use this link. Okay, it is publishing now. So it is published, and now I can try this again. So it will give you first thing, are you confused about your data model? Try our agent, and now your agent is loading here. Hello, I am BC data model, because this is what the default message it has. So I'm just giving hi, how can you help me? Okay, I'm just asking how can you help me. Let it think and tell me what it is trying to bring in. Okay, how can I help you today? Okay, so I haven't set this response in my agent, so that is why it is asking me back. So I'm just going to ask how to link item ledger entry to customer for sales report. So if I press enter, it will go and search my document. It will check all my document and order the sources which I have given. It will try to fetch the data from the document, the public website, any other knowledge which I have shared, and it is responding me here. To link the ledger entry to customer for sales, you need this one. This is one table: customer ledger entry, item ledger entry, value entry object. And how to use this? Use the customer ledger entry like this, and this is the approach you can ensure. Okay, and it found primarily from our data, that is the BC table recommender, and then it also found from the customer item, because we also enabled the website, right, public search. So that is why it also searched from the public, and also it is giving me this, and finally it gives me all these data to me. Okay, so this is how you can create. I haven't written any single code. You can, there is no specific code for this, but if you wanted to customize your topics, if someone is entering this, how you have you it wants to react everything, you can try it here. You can also add automate flows and everything, but this is a very simple agent which you can build within few minutes. Okay, we have discussed the demo as well. So now it's a question time. Before that, I just wanted to say that this is the common question, this is the common problem which usually my trainees, my colleagues usually used to ask me, like if the report changes are coming up, how to find which from which table I have to fetch it. So that is a common problem which I usually face. So I just wanted to find some agent for that. That is why I have created this agent. Okay, I tried this agent, and frank to say, I'm directly trying in front of you. Okay, I have just created the document to be ready, but I'm just trying in front of you. It is very easy to do that. And if we have time in the future, we can also explore like how to customize these topics based on the people who are asking, and how to add them agent flows to it. For example, if someone is asking for a specific topic, then it has to send an email, or it has to store it in the SharePoint list. So all these things we can check in the future sessions. And once your agent is ready, you can find your agent here. Okay, so this is what all about the today's session. I hope you enjoyed well. If you have any questions, you can ask me now. So I think the question is answered, like already the cost of using the Copilot. Yes, you can either buy the credit message package, or you can find it from here. Like you can just simply go ahead and search for Copilot Studio. You can find the pricing from here as well. Okay. See the pricing plan, you can get it. Thank you. So any questions? If anyone has any question, please let me know. You can actually use your agent. You can come up with the challenges which you are facing. So always building up an agent is based on what you are facing in a daily day-to-day life, and these agents will definitely help you in building everything, like whatever the agent. And also you can create an autonomous agent with the help of Copilot Studio. Any other questions if you have, please let me know. I'll be happy to help you. Thank you, Vinita. Hope you are from
Thank you
Business
very
Central.
much. Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Bye.